Today I'm going to tell you how I eat. People share so many different diet plans on the internet, but I'll tell you what I have been doing for the past 5 or 6 years that has worked like magic for me. So I usually eat breakfast between 8 and 9 in the morning. Then I take an 8-hour break, and around 4 or 5 in the afternoon I eat lunch, and then I don't eat anything. I take a 16-hour break, and then I eat food again the next morning around 8 or 9 a.m. During breaks I only drink water. I don't drink anything else. It is called intermittent fasting. I read about it somewhere and then I started experimenting with it, and I must tell you it has worked like a charm for me. Obviously, in the beginning, getting into the habit took some time and effort. It wasn't easy to break the years long habit of taking 3 meals a day. At first, I replaced my dinner with salad and then with peanuts. And then gradually, I got into the habit of skipping my dinner altogether and following intermittent fasting. I have read that human life is all about our habits, the kind of habits we follow in our routines, and habits can be formed. It takes effort, but if we try carefully and consciously, we can break and build habits. I too had been able to break my habit of taking 3 meals a day and get into the habit of intermittent fasting. And I must tell you the magic it has done to my body. Excess fat and weight are not an issue for me anymore. I feel light, more energetic, and can focus better. Besides these, there are many more benefits to intermittent fasting. Numerous studies have shown that intermittent fasting has incredible health benefits. Out of them, five main benefits are: number one, when we fast, our insulin level goes down and our human growth hormone level goes up. This helps us lose weight and gain muscle. Our cells also start important repairs and change the genes they produce. This helps us live longer and keeps us from getting sick. Number two, it helps us lose weight and abdominal fat very well. Intermittent fasting makes us eat less and speeds up our metabolism, which helps us burn more calories. Number three, intermittent fasting has been shown to reduce insulin resistance and lower blood sugar levels by a lot, which lowers the chance of getting type 2 diabetes. Number four, studies show that intermittent fasting can improve many risk factors for heart diseases like blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and inflammatory markers. Number five, fasting starts a process in the body called autophagy, which removes waste material from cells. Increased autophagy may be able to fight off cancer and neurological diseases like Alzheimer's. Our bodies go into a state called ketosis when we do intermittent fasting. Ketosis is what happens when our bodies use fat as their main source of energy. Most of the time, our body gets most of its energy from blood sugar. Most of the carbohydrates we eat, like starches and sugars, are made up of glucose. Our bodies break down carbs into glucose, which is then used as fuel. The rest is kept in our liver, which lets it out when it needs to. When we don't eat many carbs, these glucose stores run out. Since there aren't enough carbs for our bodies to burn for energy, they burn fat instead. When fat is broken down in our bodies, a chemical called ketones is made. Ketones, also called ketone bodies, become the main source of energy for our bodies and brains. The fat that our bodies use to make ketones comes from the fat stores in our bodies. The liver on its own produces a small amount of ketones. When our blood glucose level goes down, so does our insulin level. This makes our liver make more ketones to make sure they can give our brains enough energy. During ketosis, our blood has a lot of ketones. Because of this whole thing with ketosis and ketones is good for us in many ways. The first benefit is of course, losing weight. This can make us feel less hungry, which might make us eat less. It can help us drop belly fat while keeping our muscle mass. Number two, kids with epilepsy are often put on the keto diet to cut down on the chances of having seizures. Number three, researchers have found that the keto diet may help people with Alzheimer's disease and autism. Number four, the keto diet can help people with type 2 diabetes and may lower our chance of heart disease by lowering our blood pressure and raising our good cholesterol levels. And the fifth benefit that the process of ketosis and ketone bodies brings to our body are studies have shown that ketosis increases our focus and energy. The keto diet gives us the energy we need in a way that makes inflammation less likely to happen. Researchers think that ketones are better for our brain than glucose. Another incredible benefit of following intermittent fasting comes from our Indian Ayurveda. Ayurveda says that people's bodies have their own rhythms. The circadian cycle is what they call it. It works more like an internal clock that helps the body figure out when to eat, sleep, and do other things. So, according to Ayurveda, we should eat our last meal of the day before 7 p.m. This gives the body time to adjust and process the food. When we eat before 7 p.m., our bodies have plenty of time to settle down before we go to bed. This helps keep our bodies and brains working well. When we eat too much before bed, we are more likely to have high blood pressure, indigestion, and heartburn, which can make us feel restless and keep us from sleeping. When we eat early, our blood sugar levels are lower, our stomach is better, and we sleep better. It also keeps heart disease risk at bay. Moreover, eating late also tells the brain to stay busy, which keeps the body from shutting down. When we eat before 7, our bodies can rest and heal while we sleep. While we sleep, many important things happen in our bodies. Our detoxification systems actively get rid of toxins. The human growth hormone helps us age well. Our immune system releases cytokines that reduce inflammation and boost the immune system, and so much more. Thus, if we let our bodies repair themselves at night instead of distracting them with digestion or blood sugar problems, our general health will be better. Furthermore, if you feel achy when you wake up in the morning, it may be because of your habit of late night snacking. If you stop eating at 7, you'll start to feel better in the morning. Besides intermittent fasting, there are four other important things you should remember about how you eat. Number one, only eat quality foods that are full of nutrients. Number two, eat alone in a place with no distractions so that you can focus well on your food. Number three, chew your food well. Your teeth are in your mouth, not in your gut. So let your teeth do their job. Don't leave it on your tummy or intestines. Number four, the fourth tip is to wait about 45 minutes to an hour between eating and drinking water. Don't drink water right after you have eaten. When you drink water right after a meal, it slows down the digestion process. For your digestion to work well, you should wait about 45 minutes to an hour between your meal and a glass of water. Intermittent fasting can be good for our health in so many ways. It not only helps keep fat in check and keep our weight steady, but it also helps avoid heart diseases, type 2 diabetes, and cancer. It also makes us more focused and helps our brains work better. I've been enjoying all of these perks for a long time. If you can do the same, you can enjoy the same rewards. You do not need to get into the habit all at once. First, start eating lighter dinners and then over time, stop eating dinner altogether. Everything is possible if you have the will to do it. You don't have to eat every 3 hours. You need only 2 meals a day. Before I end the video, let me remind you one more time exactly what you need to do. Eat breakfast at around 8 or 9 a.m. and then lunch at around 4 or 5 p.m. and then eat breakfast around 8 or 9 a.m. again the next morning. I promise you that if you follow the advice I've just given you in this video, you won't have to go to the doctor as often and your medical expenses will come drastically down.